Love them or hate them, emojis are a big part of modern communication. And I'm not referring to students alone. I see adults using emojis more and more every single day. I'm going to share with you today a quick way that you can use emojis in any application, as well as some tips on how to leverage this form of communication in your classroom for a fun, quick, and innovative way to get your students to practice critical thinking. My name is Jorge Ledesma, the EdTech Director. This is Tech Tip Tuesday, where I share a quick tip that's going to help make your life just a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and get started. A lot of the tools we use already have emoji support. For example, Teams has a dedicated emoji button below the chat that you can use. And in Outlook, there is an add-in you can install called Emoji that allows you to add an emoji button so that when you compose in an email, you can click on the button and use the emoji that you like. Now there's a better and faster way of using emojis across all applications, and that's by using the Emoji Keyboard. Now to get this keyboard to pop up, you have to press two keys on your keyboard, and that would be the Windows key and the period key. Once you push those together, this will pop up. This is called the Emoji Keyboard, and you can browse for the emoji that you want, or you can just begin to type in the emotion that you're looking for, and it will quickly find it. It's also going to remember the emojis that you previously used so that you can pull them up quickly. And you can also browse all of the different symbols that are available. This would be great perhaps for like a language course if you needed to use accents. There's also Kamojis, which are a little bit like more emotional emojis. My personal favorite, for example, is this one right here. Little guy throwing a table. Kind of reminds me of Jesus in the temple. But these are also kind of fun, and you can use these to kind of spruce up some of your announcements maybe during class. Now, the Emoji Keyboard will work with any application that allows you to insert text. And just remember to push those two shortcut buttons and then go ahead and click on the emoji that you like. So why use emojis in the classrooms, or how to use emojis in your classrooms? Well, essentially we have to understand that emojis are symbols, and symbols are a powerful way to communicate a lot in a small package. And it's also an effective way to communicate something greater than the thing itself. So here are some suggestions for ways that you can use emojis and have your students use emojis in your classroom. So think about annotating. Typically we use highlighters, for students to highlight certain passages, but how about having students use emojis instead? Maybe they can use emojis to relate how they feel about a particular passage, or use emojis to categorize different comments that they've added. Now, retelling a story is a lot of fun. Imagine having your students summarize a section of a play they just read with only using emojis. Now they really have to put their heads together to come up with some creative ways of doing so. Now peer feedback can be tough, but not when it comes with a smile. By using emojis for peer feedback, it's not only fun and creative, but then you can have students have a conversation to communicate their meaning behind the emojis they chose. The emotional well-being of our students plays a huge part in their academic performance. And by using emojis, we can check in on them to let them know that we're listening in a fun and uninvasive manner. You can simply ask students, pick an emoji that expresses your mood right now, or pick an emoji that lets me know how your friendships are doing right now. These type of questions let our students know that we care and make a huge difference in their lives. Lastly, rating experiences. Instead of having a traditional exit ticket, you can have students use emojis to communicate how they feel about the lesson. I'm sure there are many other ways that you can incorporate emojis in your classroom. I hope you've enjoyed this tip. If you have any questions or need some assistance on using any of these tips, please feel free to reach out. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great rest of your day.